Psalm 105:25-38, The awesomeness of God's authority. Psalm 105:25, He turned their heart to hate his people, to deal craftily with his servants. 40 years before the Exodus, God sends his servant Moses into the wilderness to prepare for the Exodus. We read in Exodus 3:1-10, Meanwhile, Moses was shepherding the flock of his father-in-law Jethro, the priest of Midian. He led the flock to the far side of the wilderness and came to Horeb, the mountain of God. Then the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a flame of fire within a bush. As Moses looked, he saw that the bush was on fire but was not consumed. So Moses thought, I must go over and look at this remarkable sight. Why isn't the bush burning up? When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called out to him from the bush, Moses, Moses. Here I am, he answered. Do not come closer, he said. Remove the sandals from your feet, for the place where you are standing is holy ground. Then he continued, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Moses hid his face because he was afraid to look at God. Then the Lord said, I have observed the misery of my people in Egypt and have heard them crying out because of their oppressors, and I know about their sufferings. I have come down to rescue them from the power of the Egyptians and to bring them from that land to a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey, the territory of the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. The Israelites' cry for help has come to me, and I have also seen the way the Egyptians are oppressing them. Therefore, go. I am sending you to Pharaoh so that you may lead my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. HCSB. So Moses and Aaron appeared before Pharaoh with a demand to let my people go. But Pharaoh would not, for God had hardened Pharaoh's heart. God did this to force Pharaoh's hand in recognizing the superiority of the God of Israel. Each of the plagues listed in the passages below came against one of Egypt's gods, proving to the Egyptians that the God of the Israelites was superior to their idols who were not worthy of any worship and that he alone was the one true God. Psalm 105:26-36, He sent Moses his servant, and Aaron whom he had chosen. They performed his signs among them, and wonders in the land of Ham. He sent darkness and made it dark, and they did not rebel against his word. He turned their waters into blood and killed their fish. Their land abounded with frogs, even in the chambers of their kings. He spoke, and there came swarms of flies, and lice in all their territory. He gave them hail for rain and flaming fire in their land. He struck their vines also, and their fig trees, and splintered the trees of their territory. He spoke, and locusts came, young locusts without number, and ate up all the vegetation in their land, and devoured the fruit of their ground. He also destroyed all the firstborn in their land, the first of all their strength. God used these plagues to build fear in the Egyptians so that they would willingly send these slaves on their way, providing wealth and material at their departure that God used to construct the wilderness tabernacle. Psalm 105:37-38 tells us about the Egyptian trepidation. He also brought them out with silver and gold, and there was none feeble among his tribes. Egypt was glad when they departed, for the fear of them had fallen upon them.